All right, Sherm, the Raptors and the Jazz getting set to go at it tonight here at Energy Solutions Arena. Going to be an interesting matchup, a tough place for the Raptors to play. They've only won 9 times in their history against this Jazz franchise, and they can't play the record tonight. Utah, a tough team. Toronto trying to bounce back. They did a nice job in Portland, couldn't secure the win. No moral victories. Need to get another road win tonight.
Well, I agree with you, Jonesy, 100%. They need to get a win. They need to do it the right way. Against Portland, it was great to see them get back into the game. You know, they were down big and they fought their way in, took the lead late and weren't able to close it out. But just don't put yourself in that situation. Right. And I think that's where the growth has to occur. In a game like this tonight against the Utah Jazz, they've got to start the game properly and understand that they've got to dictate everything throughout the early parts of this game. Having said that, you know, you look at this road trip, they're 1-1 on this road trip. So there's a good feeling around this team that since it started so well, there's a chance to make this thing go very well towards the end. So tonight is another opportunity before you head to Sacramento, so you got to take care of business tonight. Sherm,
that good feeling comes from the belief they have. Kyle Lowry leading the team, and a huge game from DeMar DeRozan, albeit in a loss to Portland. 36 points, career high 12 assists, had 30 of those points and 10 of those assists in the second half. The last play in the turnover notwithstanding. Looks like DeMar's trying to figure it out. He's starting to figure it out, using his teammates. He's the focal point of the defensive attack. They're going to be on him, and he's learning to redistribute the ball.
Well, as you know, Jonesy, if you want to be an effective player when all the attention is on you, that's the best way to make your teammates, I think, feel more comfortable out there, and then they start to help you get cleaner looks at the basket. And you know what I've liked about DeMar since he's come back, Jonesy, is the fact that he has not rushed anything. He's let the game come to him. He hasn't forced the issue, and you know, that's growth, that's maturity, that's a chance to see what's happening and evaluate and figure out how to approach the game. And I think his team gets more confidence knowing that he doesn't come out there just trying to take over, and it's a group effort. When your lead guy buys in and does it the right way, I think the rest of your team just has a comfort level that they play with.
Well, it's a key, Sherm, because he hasn't missed a step. You always worry about missing a game or two after an injury. Do you come back and try to get right back to that level and sacrifice everything else? DeMar hasn't done that. He's going to have to do it again tonight, though. This young Jazz team has some terrific pieces. Great guard play, or potential for guard play in the backcourt with Burke and Gordon Hayward. They do a nice job. Up front, Derek Favors will not play tonight. Neither will Jeremy Evans, but Enes Kanter is in the lineup. They got some nice young pieces moving forward, and they're on that developmental track.
Well, they are, and head coach Tyrone Corbin understands that, so he's got to really develop these guys in terms of their skills, understanding the NBA game. And I really think when you talk about those 4 guys specifically, if you talk about the future of the Utah Jazz, it basically circles around those 4 guys, and they've got good size in the front court. They've got some solid athleticism. I think this team has a chance in a few years, if these pieces can grow the way they expect them to be a very solid team. I've always liked Gordon Hayward's game, his ability to play both sides of the ball. He looks like a gym rat. You know, he can shoot it, he can handle it. He's got decent size in terms of height. And, you know, Trey Burke is a young point guard who has gone through the rigors of professional sports already, having sustained an injury, had to rehab it, get back in the game where the game's probably moving way too fast for him when he hits the floor, but he settled down nicely. Bit of a rough patch over the last few games, but you can see that he's developing more confidence playing on this level. So the future can be very bright here in Utah. Those pieces have to come together and continue to develop, but you can't knock the fact that Utah has got some 4 quality guys that they may be able to move forward with.
Looking for some good matchups tonight when we talk about the point guard matchup between Trey Burke and Kyle Lowry. Gordon Hayward and DeMar DeRozan, a couple of guys that went at it with USA Basketball, will evidently match up tonight at some point. And then Kanter and Valanciunas inside. Should be a good one. Tune it in. Sportsnet 1 at 9 o'clock. On the radio side, TSN 1050 at 9. Game day starts you off at 8:30 right here on NBA TV Canada.